first question crossed my mind was, where the hell is Melania? Because that's a little too close for a pick. But I wonder why that is. Cray Cray is upset about even more Cray Cray. Well, the reality of it is that's all a part of this ongoing, dance of, who's going to be the housewife of Donald Trump.
I think maybe Laura Loomer's in an arranged relationship to affect the election because she's very close to Trump. She's 31, looks like his type. Who's Trump fucking? She's been a dog for too long, and it's not Melania.
Uh-oh, folks. Donald Trump potentially in an extramarital affair? Republicans are gonna be pissed.
Of our own volition, because there are things we can say that President Trump is unjustly not allowed to say.
This gag order is to ensure that he cannot defend himself fairly. So we're here to have his back.
This is a sham trial.
This is a scam. It is a sham. It is a show.
Oh, right. As long as he pays her to keep quiet about it, he's in the clear. All right, so you guys may be rightly asking yourself, what the hell is going on with this Laura Loomer Donald Trump situation? Well, buckle up, folks, because it's a wild and salacious ride, and the more you hear, the crazier and better it gets. Or worse, depending on whose side you see it from. And it gets so bad that now, Laura Loomer is apparently raging at Bill Maher and threatening to sue him over simply suggesting that her and Trump are in an arranged relationship. Which is in no way the sign of a guilty conscience. And we will get to all of that and unravel this tangled affair, so stick around, drop a like, and subscribe if you're new here, but let us start from the beginning with some background on Loomer and the situation at large. Now, it's no secret that Melania is a little less than enamored with her degenerate husband. But apparently, there's even more trouble in Trump paradise than previously thought. Eyebrows have been raised over Melania Trump's absence across the election campaign since July, and it's rumored that Donald Trump and his wife may have had a falling out, and may even be looking at a split. Which would be a new Trump record. I mean, 2 divorces, love stinks, right? But by the 3rd one, it's pretty clear you're the problem.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
Melania was present in the Republican National Convention in July, but after that, she was mostly absent across major campaign events, including the recently concluded 2nd U.S. presidential debate. Also noting that there are strong rumors that Donald Trump is currently seeing one-time Republican congressional candidate Laura Loomer. And while the rumors aren't exactly confirmed, the accumulating evidence gets pretty damning. And it is worse and more tangible than the simple fact that I couldn't think of a more compatible match than 2 nutjob conspiracy theorist MAGA lunatic losers. Now, Donald Trump has been seen with Loomer several times in public recently. On Tuesday, Loomer was seen exiting Trump's plane before he debated Kamala Harris in Philadelphia. And the next day, Laura accompanied Trump to a commemoration of the 23rd anniversary of the attacks, which she has called an inside job. With her even doubling down on that claim on Twitter, posting, 23 years later, and there's still a lot of unanswered questions. The documents are still classified to this day. The American people deserve to know the entire truth, not just what our lying government chose to tell us. There's so many unanswered questions. Why? And then linking to a video of her sneaky link, Trump, saying almost the same thing.
I said, how could a plane, even a 767 or 747 or whatever it might have been, how could it possibly go through this deal? I happen to think that they had not only a plane, but they had bombs that exploded almost simultaneously, because I just can't imagine anything being able to go through that wall. And it was almost just like a can of soup.
Birds of a feather. But on top of that, Loomer has also been seen on multiple occasions making friendly physical contact with the former president. And look at these pictures. You don't get that close to a guy who allegedly needs adult diapers and is confirmed to shit his pants so bad he stinks up an entire courtroom unless you're trying to get into those stanky pants. No kink shaming here, Laura. But all of these things together led Bill Maher to give this hilarious retorts to comments that Loomer made about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship.
Here's my question, because Laura Loomer said, Taylor Swift, she believes, is in an arranged relationship with Travis Kelce to influence the 2024 election. I think maybe Laura Loomer's in an arranged relationship to affect the election because she's very close to Trump. She's 31, looks like his type. We did an editorial here a few years ago. You're remembering it already. It was basically, who's Trump f***ing? Because I said, you know, it's not nobody. He's been a dog for too long, and it's not Melania. I think we may have our answer this week. I think it might be Laura Loomer. I'm just saying.
Which then led Loomer to fire back in a post on Twitter where she wrote, "I should sue Bill Maher for defamation. This is beyond the pale, and it's a complete and blatant lie. I have never in my life seen such a coordinated attack by the mainstream media, the White House, and leftist personalities to target a private citizen and investigative journalist simply because I flew on a plane and I support Donald Trump. This is unacceptable, and it's a full-blown lie and incredibly disrespectful to President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump. It's very obvious some type of memo went out because the reaction to what I said is completely overblown and it's a full-blown character assassination campaign. This is a full-blown lie from Bill Maher and he is maliciously and deliberately defaming me." Wow, if it ain't the racist, lying, conspiracy nut pot calling the kettle black in every single possible way. Now, I'm not saying any of these rumors are true, but that seems like a heaping serving of projection pie right there. However, even if these salacious rumors about them dating aren't true, there is something far more consequential and confirmed going on here that should have everyone, including Trump's own supporters, deeply concerned. Because Loomer may be highly influencing Trump's thinking moving forward, as she appeared to have done when during the debate he repeated a false claim about Haitian immigrants that she spread on social media. She also earned a rebuke from Marjorie Taylor Greene, who called Loomer, quote, extremely racist after the conspiracy theorist said the White House will, quote, smell like curry if Harris is elected, which led to some harsh words between herself and Trump's other wannabe girlfriend, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
The interesting thing about all of this, and I find the most compellingly amusing, and I know you will, Mr. Hayes, is that Marjorie Taylor Greene seems to be a little bit out of sorts about all of this. And I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. Cray Cray is upset about even more Cray Cray. Well, the reality of it is that's all a part of this ongoing, dance of, who's going to be the housewife of Donald Trump kind of thing. Yeah. Who's going to be the closest to him? Who's going to have that influence? But note this, and you put your finger on a lot of it. Donald Trump has these people around him, not because he's seeking advice from them, not because they're offering any particular intellectual insight, but because they affirm his worst instincts. They affirm his bad judgment. They tell him what they want.
And Michael Steele is dead on with that, because after former Trump ally after former Trump ally distance themselves from him, his only sane cabinet members say they'll never work for him and call him unfit for office and a moron. These are the insane people that Trump is keeping around him and will certainly be filling those cabinet positions if he's elected. And if anyone on either side of the aisle thinks that he should be getting further pushed into his own worst instincts with no guardrails and, God forbid, getting policy advice from Moscow Marge or Laura Looney, frankly, they need their head checked. So let me know your thoughts about all of this in those comments down below, whether it's with regard to the rumors or, in my opinion, more importantly, in regard to how insane and terrifying it is that these lunatics are now the closest people to Trump and clearly allowing his worst inner demons to come out completely unfiltered. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse, and I'll see you all in the next one.